Hey everybody, it is Justin, your guide into the Critters Cult. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a playthrough into the Loop Chronicles. So this is something I'm really excited for. If you have a critter, feel free to log in and you'll be able to just make decisions and delve deeper into the rabbit hole of all the lore inside of the Loop Chronicles. So let's just kind of get started and we'll see what's going on. So this is the introduction page. Has a little bit of text. You can, swipe to the left or swipe to the right, and you'll be presented with two choices. So it says, you wake up at the floating goose. A year or a day, you are not sure about how much time has been wasted in this room. Oh wow. So if we drill, so basically on the left side, you can confront yourself in the mirror and try to understand what is real and what is not. Then the other choice is you start to write down everything you can remember in a notebook. So it's either the mirror or the notebooks. So I don't like mirrors, so we're going to go drop everything into the notebook. I want to start a secret society. Do you want to be part of it? So we have the lamb. So it seems like we have days awake here. Okay. Sure, kid. Or yes, but only if I'm the leader. Yes. Why don't we start a Oh wow, so we have a I guess we have indicators up here for body, mind, and soul. That's interesting. Cool. You're now part of the Lucky Lambs. We will wait for the world to end at the diner's back street. Okay. Can we do this tomorrow? I will bring cherry pie for sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, we're bringing cherry pie. We're bringing cherry pie. You look to the sky and think how the moon looks larger close to Cornetto Lake than anywhere else. You go take a swim in Cornetto Lake. Oh man, we aren't swimming in any lakes. Oh my gosh. You ask yourself how the moon would look from inside water. Oh, we have no choice but to go into the lake. Jesus. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing how the choices affect your body too. Okay, so this one increases your okay, what is that? So you have your mind and your soul, so this increases your mind and soul. And then if you do this one, it increases your body and soul. Okay, so it looks like my body needs a little bit of regenning. So we're going to do this one. Okay. Are you enjoying your time at the floating goose? So we have the higher-S here. Yes, it's an adorable place to stay. Or that's all I have. Oh, dang. This choice wrecks all of my attributes. Okay. Oh, so we can either compliment her or we can just be nonchalant. Okay, I don't want to be mean or anything like that. The sidekick says, I don't like you, but I need to protect the innocent. I can't trust my partner anymore, given their nonsense. You are in danger. Ooh. The detective looks pretty bright to me. So if we... Okay, and then the other choice is, I'll be careful. Thank you for telling me this. So, seems like they're all pretty even, so I might as well choose the net benefit. The detective looks... Okay, let's do that. Get in the car. We need to find the detective before he finds you. Ooh, this guy. I don't know if I trust him. You enter the car. You run away. Ooh, okay. Do I trust the guy with Matrix eyeglasses? That's kind of sus. Nah, I don't think so.
A map banana mayonnaise.
Whoa, okay. The government closed the best areas for woodcutting in the Puffbird, so now we have to be creative. This is the carpenter. I wonder what being creative means in this case. Okay, be careful. Okay. Oh, dang, that really took out my soul. Jesus. You wake up after a bad dream in which you carry a lit candle underwater. Deeper you dive, the stronger the flame becomes. And this is in the Floating Goose Hotel. You go back to sleep or you go out for air. I think I should go out for air. If you could live the same day for the rest of your life, how would this day be? The question is too existential for a provincial soul like me. Or not a Wednesday. Not a Wednesday, I hope. Okay. You hear a whistle coming from a loony lark. It's as if the silent darkness of the cave is threatening you. You enter the cave. You go back to the Floating Goose. We're entering the cave. A quiet, small chamber. A slight chemical smell comes from the water running down the cave walls. You turn around and make your way back. We already entered the cave. Okay, you put your face close to the water, trying to recognize the smell. Okay, we're doing that. Damn, we're really wrecking our mind here. And, of course, there's a dude with we just smelled the water. Oh, my God. The government cut off all my grants. I've been working by myself since then. So we met the scientist here. We're about 12 days awake. At least you are not in jail. Why are you doing this? Okay. You're wandering and collecting nuts from the ground. You assemble a pile with around 20 nuts. At your right, you see a sign of no trespassing at the Puffbird Forest. So you can go to your right, deep into the woods, or you grab the pile of nuts. Forest sounds, creatures. You hear footsteps softly coming out of the darkness. It's someone you don't recognize in the Puffbird Forest. You talk to the stranger or you hide yourself. Let's talk to the stranger. Physicist, okay. I know who you are and why you are here. I can explain these things to you in time. Come back here tomorrow. What do you want from me? Or why am I here? Okay. Why don't I choose what do you want from me? Okay. I'm slowly losing my mind here. I probably need to worry about that. We'll see. So the beholder was doing some routine diving in the lake. They emerged catatonic from deep diving, and after a few days, the hallucinations started. You go into the beholder's room, or you go to the doctor's room. I think we're going to the beholder's room, that's for sure. The beholder. Time can't be a string. If time were a string, the loop would become a knot, and reality would crash. We failed. So he's in a straitjacket. We have failed at what? Or who are we? We failed at what? I think that's probably the choice I'm going to make. The term witch is used to describe people who practice the dark arts. You can find a detailed study about this topic on the Disquisition Magicarium. Jesus! So the librarian. Okay. Can I see the book? Or another time? My Latin is a little rusty. Oh, geez. We're really getting our mind wrecked here. Okay. That's a pity. The barber borrowed this book some time ago for a friend of his without a library card. Must be a book full of soap recipes. The barber has a big circle of friends. Well, we want to stay alive, so we're going to try to increase our stats here. Above the old chapel, birds fly like flies around rotten fruit. You stay away from the chapel, or you approach the chapel. Why not?
A map, banana, mayonnaise.
So we meet the carpenter again, and he says, I don't know if this is something related to the soil where the old chapel was built, but if you leave some greenwood there at night, it'll be hard and dry in the morning. Oh, okay, so we can, you want to find out if this is really something related to the soil, or you ask yourself if this has anything to do with the curse. So it seems like this option can help us get our mind and body back, so we'll choose that one. You see a prostrated 30-foot long red maple covered with green leaves. Beyond the maple, you see a sign of "Go no further" in Puffbird Forest. So you sit over the maple, or you walk past the maple deep into the woods. Okay, we're gonna sit over the maple because we need to regenerate body and mind here. So we're at 23 days awake here. Whew. You are wandering in the Floating Goose. You are wandering into a warm gallery. At your left, smoke seeps from a partially open door. Whispers can be heard when you pass through. At the Floating Goose Hotel. So you can either peep through the door when you walk through, or you pass the room without looking. So if we peep it, we're going to increase our soul, but kind of wreck our body and mind. So I don't know if we can do that. I think we're going to have to not look, unfortunately. No peeping. Looks like you're busted, pal. But stick around for the musical act, the shepherd tones. So, they're Roy Pierre? Okay, what do we have? I don't understand their sound, or what's that sound of there? It's quite the earworm. Okay, so we're getting wrecked on our mind here, so we're going to try to at least take the net positive here. Oh, geez, it really wrecked her. Oh, my gosh. The stranger. I like the wood critters, the wood ones. That looks nice. You're walking out of the library. You see a silhouette in the car on the opposite side of the street. That doesn't sound too good. You go back into the Floating Goose, or you go to the car to confront them. We're going back into the Floating Goose. You look inside the car. It's empty. You have a better look to check if the door is open, or you go back to the Floating Goose. We're going back to the Floating Goose. Holy moly. The bird watcher. Close to the library, you cross paths with the bird watcher. Their eyes are fixed upon a pigeon sitting on a branch, possibly reflecting about their own existence. Let's not interrupt them. Okay, that seems like you stop and also look at the pigeon. So it seems like our body and soul are about the same. Okay, let's not interrupt them. Yeah, okay. Rebalance. These gardens are diverse in the whole town. Isn't it just beautiful? Okay, so we met the Hiress again. Yes, they are beautiful, or I'm just here to check in for the night. I have a feeling if I do this one, it's going to really obliterate my mind, so I'm going to try to take a slight loss on all of them. Okay, yeah, that works. You are playing blackjack. The dealer shuffles, and you cut. You receive 2 cards facing up, an ace and a 4. Oh, we're playing blackjack now? Okay, let's go. You stand, you ask for another card, and get a 3. Ooh, okay, so an ace and a 4, that's 15. The horrible 15. Okay, but at least we know what the card is going to be. So we could go get 18, or we could stand. Oh, this does impact our it impacts our attributes. So I have to keep my mind intact, so I'm going to try to increase it a little bit. Okay, cool. That works. Are you familiar with the soda can fishing method from the detective? I'm not into fishing, really. I have a vague idea about it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, as you approach your room, you notice the sleepwalker is standing directly in front of it, staring at the door number in a dreamy state of mind. Floating Goose Hotel. So you can either confront him, or we can pass the room without looking. So, That's going to take my spirit out a lot. We're going to confront him. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay. Okay, we can choose or there's no impact to our attribute, our HP at the top, so I mean, we're just gonna roll it. Okay, I didn't do anything. Amazing. At the Double C Diner, you are eating a cherry pie. The detective sits in front of you. Good evening. Good evening. Or you greet him with a handshake. Okay, why don't we just do these two? That's nice. Okay. Oh, and we can't do anything to help you. What? I'm starting to like you. Or and start laughing. Or we can do who are you really? So that's probably going to hit my spirit pretty bad. So I think we'll just take the net slight. Ladies and gentlemen, last bets. All in or leave the casino? This is crypto. We're going all in, boys. And the cop is here. Amazing. Red and blue emergency lights flicker, and you see the cop. In the car behind them is someone else, difficult to make out amid the flickering. You nod at the cop. Or can I help you? Man, if I ask the question, my soul's gonna get wrecked. I'm pretty sure. Let's nod. Oh! The cop ignores you and moves along. In the car, you can now see what appears to be someone with a cowboy hat. So I can either walk up to the car, or I can stealthily follow the cop around a corner. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Let's walk up to the car. See the cowboy hat, dude. Ooh, it's empty. So either I could check if the door's open, or I could go back to the floating goose. We're just going to open the door this time. And our mind is like getting obliterated right now. The children of Moss are collecting donations to restore the Mossy Springs. Can you contribute with us? Not this time. Oh, I should probably choose this option. Yeah, I have to. Wow, that really took my soul out a little bit. A study says that 94% of gamblers quit right before they would have hit the big one. Wow, this is it. Yeah, that's true. That's true, guys. Don't they want to be rich? Yeah, that's the right answer. Losers and fools. Don't they want to be rich? Oh, man. Okay, I have to choose the losers and fool one because I have to balance out my... Oh, wow, that really heckled my body. Okay. You're wandering in the floating goose. Close to the kitchen, there's a small red door for letting dogs out. You crouch down and walk through the doorway. Or I could go back to my room. I'm really low on my... Okay, let's do that one. Dang. The candle. This candle doesn't seem quite right. It flutters rather than flickers. So I could either go back, or I could warm my hand in the candle. Oh, we don't really have any good options here. We're going to be touching the can... Jack the Nimble, Jack be quick. We're touching the candlestick. There's so much more to be seen. We're trapped in a loop that starts and ends with a disappearance. The breach is the thin line between the end and the start. This is the Wanderer, okay. You try to ask something like candlelight. The Wanderer presence flickers and flutters. Ooh, okay. You don't want to get involved with this madness. Interesting. Oh man, if I know if I do this one, my body's gonna get wrecked. So let me just do it anyways. The detectives are ignoring a very obvious connection. The children of Moss are here only for the thermal waters. They are buying every piece of land here. So this is the part. How are they doing that? Or maybe the detectives are just pretending to ignore for some reason. Okay, I'm at 45 days. I don't know if I'm going to...
Banana the mayonnaise.
I'm at 45 days. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. My body is like getting pretty wrecked. So never go to the woods without a tinfoil hat. Unless you don't mind the government fishing around in your head. Very true. Okay. How can I have one? Or they should be looking for tax evasion. Okay, so I probably should do this one so then I can increase my body. Okay. So the pupil says, be careful with the librarian. Their articles are full of mistakes. Who writes for fools is always sure to find a large audience. I think you're being dramatic. Or I could say, why would they be wrong? I'm going to have to choose this one. Oh my gosh. 47 days. I'm not going to make it, guys. Your expenses at the Floating Goose are paid for a year. If you desire anything else, let me know and I'll instruct the concierge to provide you with whatever you need. You're always very kind. I'll let you know if I need anything. Or why would my expenses be already paid? I'm going to try to survive. Oh man, am I going to make it to day 50? Jesus. I don't know how many days there are. So you enter the hospital. The nurse seems surprised by your presence, but greets you with a smile. Okay. You go to a doctor's room or you go to the beholder's room. I'm going to try to survive. Oh my god, I'm like at my wit's end here. So I'm here for 3 weeks or so. I'm pretty sure that I have already spoken to you at the casino bar, and you told me about the healing properties of the thermal lakes. Okay, so that's when we went to the lake earlier in the playthrough. Okay, so we have the sidekick here. Are you sure that was me? What else do you know about me? So, okay, I'll do this one. Oh, I made it to day 50. Day 50. How? I know there's a leaderboard here. I saw some pretty big numbers. Let's see how we stack up. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. So the only clue we have is a hat, their footsteps, and the testimony of a few witnesses. One of them mentioned a flying saucer with lights, which is absurd. So I could either say, why are you telling me this? Or I can't help with any of these. I don't even know exactly what I did yesterday. I know if I do this choice, I'm probably going to die. But I'll choose this one just because I know the net negative is. Oh, I'm dead. Wow. Okay. 51 days. Loop closed. Okay. So the wind is brisk. The hour late. Dead leaves swirl against the flimsy gate. Your mind vanishes. So we did 51 days awake. I think you can, if you play the game, that's just kind of my playthrough. You can kind of see how you stack up against everybody else on the leaderboard. Let me click the About page. So I probably should have prefaced this from the beginning. What is Loop Chronicles? Loop Chronicles is a decision-making swipe game in which you need to keep the balance of different aspects of your life to stay awake as long as possible, immersing yourself in this mystery to understand what is behind the strange events around the Critters Cult world. Non-chronological fragments will both make you aware and bring you down, as every step of yours will have a deep impact in your state of mind, body, and soul. It is up to you to make the right decisions, and if there are any right ones to be made at all. So, of course, credits to RGB, Ralphos, Bernardo, Blast for Milkers, an unskilled father for making everything and developing it. This was a pretty nice, it was pretty fun to play. Let's see how we stack up against the rest of the leaderboard. So, Jesus, I knew there was some free, like, long sessions here, like 144. That's wild. So it seems like we have an achievement that we were able to get. All time 30 days. 7? Oh, so this is all time. So kind of see the leaderboard at the very top here. He went through 104. Actually, I actually don't know how to read this. Wow. Yeah, 133, 144, 122, 119. Dang, I'm not even in the top 100. Oh, I am. Oh, wait. I did 51. Okay, where am I? Let's try to find me. Okay, maybe it's not updated yet, but that's totally okay. But there are some crazy top leaderboard decision makers here. Pretty excited. But otherwise, that was just my playthrough of the Loop Chronicles. I closed my loop with 51 days awake. But again, feel free to immerse yourself and play it as well. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. You can always hit that like and subscribe button. Helps me create more content. But as always, I'll see you guys